Hi, it's Rich from the Motorcycle Garage. I've just taken quite a few parts off the Ducati ST2 because there's a sort of intermittent problem I've had. Maybe after like 6-8 miles, it starts backfiring and it starts cutting. The extreme was it just went dead, and I had to go home on tick over, so it wouldn't go above tick over. Otherwise, when you run it now, it runs perfectly, which is a typical Ducati ST2 problem. But anyway, just for a bit of fun, I'm just looking through all the sensors at the moment. I've replaced one sensor because it came up on the OBD2 scanner, the one that I run on the computer, which you can see that I've videoed before. So I'm just going to run you around because it may be useful for some people that haven't delved into the sensors and where they are, and also the airbox as well. Just looking at everything really, because there's so many possibilities when you've got an independent fault. So first of all, we've got taking the sides off, obviously. Yeah, you got. Sorry about this. Is getting the light and then get it so it's very obvious. So it's the side of the bike, and we've got. Oh, look at the one that I've actually taken off, because this is the sort of barometric air pressure one that it sort of came up and mentioned on my sensor checking the system on the scanner, as it were. So anyway, I got one of these second-hand one, wasn't too much, and I swapped that one out, and that one sits. There's the actual thing there, which is the newish one with the little pipe on there, you see, and that sits up just up here, actually, just up there. But I've just set it down there for now. Also, it did mention the temperature sensor, which is that one. Looks like that. They're slightly different. There you go. Very, very obvious there what it looks like, and that sits in again just above here. Just slots in. Anyway, they're easy to change, but it mentioned this as well. So I've got a second-hand one of these on the way and changing it out in any case. And it's just quite interesting finding where these things are and experimenting really. So there's the two sensors there. So you've got the temperature control and you've got the barometer one, as it were, air pressure. I also, just out of exercise, looked at the people call it various things, but the RPM sensor. Basically, it senses the crank going around. That little sensor there you can see with just there. You can see it looks a bit cleaner in there because there we are. It's basically a metal bar sort of thing, or a sensor that sits in there. There's a very close clearance to the crank going around, and it senses the revs per minute. So it can adjust the ECU to say more or less fuel, basically, to the injectors. So it does. But I cleaned that all out. I took it out. It was a bit grotty in there, but I don't know if that will make any difference at all. But I thought I'd have a look at it anyway. And I tried to run it without it in there as a sort of basic test, and it wouldn't even start. So there you go. There's something to replace. Very easy to pull out. They're about it's sort of round circular pipe sort of thing, filled pipe with a metal thing in it that goes in there. Probably about, I don't know, 1.5 inches long, that sort of thing. It sits in there, and just below it, or just to the side of it, where you can see between those two pipes. Actually, you can undo that, and you can put your feeler gauge in there, and there's a specific distance between the spinning, basically, don't know what part of the crankshaft or whatever, but anyway, it is at all, but it's spinning, and you check the gap between the sensor and the actual spinning piece of metal or crankshaft that's sensing the RPM, and then obviously there's a specific gap, not too much, not too close, because mine would give a problem on when it's hot. And I was wondering if there was any, expansion of metals there that might cause a problem with either the sensor or the crankshaft. But anyway, so I looked at that. Oh yeah, so I'm just doing a little video at the moment for my channel. No, don't worry. Hang on a sec. I'm just finishing off, and also the airbox, which I've just taken out, just to show people so they know where to take. And there's down to the two cylinders there. There's the airbag. So I'll leave you in peace. Bye.